You wake up tomorrow. No alarm, no boss texting you, no commute, no job at all, because jobs haven't been invented yet. So what do you actually do with your day? This isn't a thought experiment. This is literally how humans lived for over 95% of our existence. We've only had jobs in the modern sense for a few thousand years. Before that, just humans, the land, and a whole lot of time to fill. And here's the part that's going to mess with you. Researchers who've studied modern hunter-gatherer groups found something wild. These people often worked less than we do, way less. So if there was no 9 to 5, no Monday meetings, no email, what filled the other 16 hours? Let's break it down. You probably picture cavemen sprinting from lions all day, every day, just trying not to die. That's the movie version. The real version is way less dramatic. In theory, survival should have eaten up most of their time. In practice, it didn't. Studies on groups like the Hadza in Tanzania or the Kung in the Kalahari show adults spent roughly 15 to 20 hours a week getting food. That's basically a part-time job with no manager. So no, they weren't running from danger 24/7. Mostly they were just living, annoyingly well-rested, honestly. Here's where it gets interesting. Finding food wasn't this stressful grind. It was more like a daily rhythm built around the environment. Mornings might mean foraging, plants, roots, fruit, whatever was in season. Afternoons might mean a hunt, but not every day. Hunting big game was actually rare because it's risky and exhausting. Most calories came from gathering, done mainly by women and kids in a lot of these societies. This sounds simple. It isn't. Knowing exactly which plant won't kill you, exactly when fruit ripens, exactly where animals migrate, that's an entire encyclopedia stored in someone's head with zero books to back it up. Once food was handled, what's left? A ridiculous amount of downtime. Anthropologists who lived with these groups describe long stretches of just resting, talking, napping in the shade. You know, the type of afternoon when nothing gets done and nobody cares. That was basically every afternoon. This wasn't laziness, it was efficiency. Why grind non-stop when you've already got enough food for today? Tomorrow's problems could wait for tomorrow. No phones, no Netflix. So what did people do with all that free time? They talked a lot. Storytelling wasn't just fun. It was the internet, the library, and the moral compass all in one. Stories carried history, warnings about dangerous animals, lessons about how to treat people. Gossip mattered too. Knowing who you could trust in a small group could genuinely save your life. In a way, ancient humans were basically running group chats, just slower and around a fire. Downtime didn't mean doing nothing with your hands. Tools needed sharpening, clothes needed making, baskets, ropes, weapons, all handmade, all the time. This sounds tedious, kind of was, but it doubled as a skill people were proud of. A well-made spear or a tightly woven basket was basically a flex. Ancient humans had side hustles before side hustles were a thing. They just got paid in money. They got paid in respect. There was no school, so how did kids learn to survive? They just watched and copied and eventually did it themselves. A 6-year-old might tag along on a foraging trip. A teenager might help track an animal. Learning happened constantly, in real time, with real stakes, no worksheets required. Honestly, that might be the most efficient classroom that ever existed. This is the part that really flips the script. We treat rest like something you earn after work. Ancient humans didn't think that way. Rest was just the baseline. Work was the occasional interruption. That's basically the opposite of how most of us live now. So let's loop back to the start. No alarm, no boss, no job. What would you actually do? Turns out, ancient humans filled their days with food runs, naps, stories, crafting, and teaching kids by example, not stress and non-stop survival. The real takeaway here is almost uncomfortable. Humans didn't evolve to grind non-stop. We evolved to work a little, rest a lot, and talk even more. So here's a question worth sitting with. If our ancestors had more free time than we do, with way fewer tools, what exactly are we trading all our time for? If this kind of deep dive is your thing, hit subscribe. I break down stuff like this every week.